WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have the West Cork Cask Collection series in front of me. I've done the Virgin Oak, I've done the Port Cask, I've done the Sherry Cask, I will do the Calvados, and today we're going to be talking about the Rum Cask. So, single malt Irish whiskey patiently matured in first fill bourbon cask. All of those were matured in first fill bourbon cask and then finished in the respective casks. In this case, it was a Consorcio Licorero Nacional Panama. Rum cask, non-chilled filtered, no added colored, 43% ABV. Now, my Spanish is terrible. I'm so sorry about that. I am not a rum expert. Rum is basically, for me, Bacardi, and that's it. I'm sorry. All right, this is whiskey base number 147836. And as all of these bottles, they're around 25, 26 euros. I have no idea what the going rate will be in the States. So all of these are actually very, very competitively priced. West Cork is available in 70 different countries. They are actually one of the main suppliers for the spirits of Lidl. So if you have any gin or vodka or Irish whiskey at your European Lidl, or maybe even in the States, our Lidl is also now there, it might actually have come from West Cork. So this is single malt, which means it's 100% malted barley, and it's distilled in a pot still. Now, I don't know if the pot stills are actually a pot, as we know from Ireland. They have certain John O'Connell, the founder, together with his buddies Dennis and Gear McCarthy. John has a PhD in food chemistry. He created the so-called rocket, which is a pot still, more looks like a column still to me. And it can actually distill 1,000 liters of mash in 7 minutes, which is amazingly quick. All right, good. So let's nose this. Ooh, nice. Now, the Virgin Oak just didn't do it for me. Too much wood. The port didn't do it for me. The nose was very, very nice. The whiskey was a little bit too young, a little bit too green. The sherry, I didn't have any finish of sherry whatsoever. Even if you look at the bottles here, you will see that the rum cask is darker than the, a little bit. Is actually darker than the sherry, which makes me question the sherry casks, because if I have a sherry bomb, I have a deep, rich, dark red color, brown even, and I don't know, but this is actually very, very nice on the nose. I get a nice rum vanilla experience. This is nice. This is actually the best of all those I've tried. I'm looking forward a little bit to the Calvados. Calvados and I were not the best of friends, so we'll see what happens here. But this could be the winner chicken dinner expression of the five I have here on the table. The alcohol is 43% and not very noticeable. There's a little bit of a grain positive moment. There's a little bit of the vanilla kicking in and a lot of that rum masking everything else that could have been there or is actually there. All right, good. So West Cork was originally founded 2003 in Union Hall, and then they moved 2013 to a real distillery where they actually started distilling real quantities of whiskey. And 2017 they actually moved to even a bigger site, and that's amazing what they have here. I like this. All right, cheers. The finish is actually the best part of this. Wow. It's got a great mouthfeel, very oily, viscous. Nice. Now, I'm not the rum freak, but I kind of have the feeling, and I've done this with Irish whiskies a few times. I know that if you go to an Irish bar, an Irish pub, and you could ask, and I have seen people do this actually, give me a patty, please, and put a little bit of port in it. And what they'll do is they'll put like a thumbnail port in a nice little portion of Irish whiskey, and it's fabulous. And I'm sure you could do exactly the same thing with a patty or a other nice Irish whiskey, maybe a Bushmills 10-year-old. Put just a thumbnail of or thumb thimble of rum in there, and wow! And it's really, really tasting as if the rum is taking over. And if that's what you want on a whiskey, great, go for it. I personally, for example, Balvenie Caribbean cask, I'm not a big fan of it. I just didn't like it that much. I like the 12-year-old Doublewood so much more. But the finish, it's long, it's creamy, it's sugary, it's sweet, it's almost a tiny little bit of molasses in there. This is really, really nice stuff. This is my favorite expression of them all so far. Haven't tried the Calvados. Now, in my German video, what I actually did is I diluted it down to about 30 some percent. And what happened was that I did this. The masking of the rum stopped, and the original spirit of that very quick distillation, as I said, with the rocket, 1,000 liters of mash can be distilled in 7 minutes. I'm sure that's just stripping, but still, the wash still should not do it that quickly. I think the spirit still is. I'm sure they're going much slower process there. But that just kind of it wasn't. It was still young. It's still a little bit green, and then that rum took over. It was just at the end, just fabulous moment in my mouth. I'll do it again just for myself here to prove something to myself. On the nose, it gets a little bit brighter, a little bit more white, a little bit like a white rum moment. Mm, 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 mm. Nice, a little iffy, nice, wow. This is a very, very good product, in my personal opinion, if you like rum. I like rum. I respect rum. I've spent the last almost 4 years of my life digging into the whiskey world. I've done over 1,400 videos just in German on whiskey, and I'm sure I'm going to do another couple thousand before I become the expert I one day want to be. I don't have the ability, the time, the liver, or anything else to become an expert on rum. Not the way I've done it with whiskey, at least. And so I'm just kind of, okay, I like rum, and that's why I'm a little bit scared of it. I'm going to leave it all alone, because if I start with rum as well, who knows what path that might lead me down, what rabbit hole. Very, very well done. Very, very nice. I'm going to give this actually a C minus. Maybe even towards a B. So I thought C plus, B minus almost. I'm going to give it a C plus, tending towards a B minus. If it wasn't for that little tiny dip in there, it's still a fairly young spirit, and it's being transformed by the rum cask in the positive way that I would have expected all of these to be. The port almost did it, the sherry didn't do it at all, the rum did it, and the so the virgin oak did it as well, but it was just too much oakiness for me at that young age. So let's see what the Calvados does. All right, my question of the day is, what whiskeys do you know with a rum finish? I mentioned Balvenie. Value for money, actually, it's going to be a C plus as well. All right, 25 euros over here for a nice bottle of Irish whiskey. Hey, difficult to beat. Very, very, very well done. Good job, guys. WhiskyJason, thank you. Like, subscribe, tell others about this crazy guy over Europe tasting things you might not ever see. Hopefully you'll see this in the future. Hopefully you'll be able to buy this, and hopefully this is the bottle to look for. That orange West Cork Rum Cask finish. Well done, well done. Bye-bye.